So hey guys, it's Zyant again, and for those of you who are wondering, my Dark Souls playthrough deathtage thing is going to continue. I just have been working on other things in Dark Souls that don't include me recording for the Lightning Quinn Compels You part of it. And I wanted to get a few videos out just for those of you who did subscribe for Call of Duty, and if I ever play Battlefield again and get recordable footage, then I'll probably post some of that. But I want to talk today about something that got me playing Black Ops 1, and especially what got me to get this footage that you're watching. And it's essentially a knife-only gameplay on grid. I get the dogs, I get the chopper gunner, I get the Visa, I get the Blackbird. And I didn't really want to get any of that. I had the kill streaks on, and I was going hard with a flak jacket AUG class and all the stuff that you think to use when you want to get dogs. And for reasons you can probably imagine, I was having a hell of a time. And I was getting severely frustrated. I think I'd played Ghosts or Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2 or some other really try-hardy Call of Duty. And I couldn't win. For whatever reason, that night, it wasn't happening. For whatever reason, I couldn't physically get myself to succeed. And so, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just going to put on a Marathon Scavenger and Tomahawks class and knife people. I don't have Marathon Pro because I stupidly prestige thinking, oh, I'll get to 14th prestige, yeah, that'll be easy. No. And again, I think this was maybe the second game, maybe even the first game after I started knifing only. And I got Blackbird Chopper Gunner dogs. Again, I wasn't trying for it, and every single kill I got made me snicker a little bit. Every single kill I got made me a much happier person because I ceased caring. And I've talked about this before, but I cannot stress enough that if you don't have any other games that you want to play. Now, I have other games I could have been playing Dark Souls. I could have been playing Ghosts. I could have been playing a Nintendo game if I had a Nintendo system here. But my point being is, I had other things that I could do, but for some reason, part of me said, you were going to play Black Ops until you get a gameplay, damn it. Period. And so, you know what? I hopped on and I thought to myself, I'm going to get, you know, a gun gameplay, a red gun gameplay. And it, like I say, it wasn't working. So, just to end my session with something I know makes me happy, because it makes other, I mean, this is essentially a troll setup, right? You're running around too fast, throwing weapons that have a huge kill box with a lunge that is almost impossible to stop. It's the kind of setup that you use only because you want to make other people's lives miserable, and because you want to make other people not happy at you. And for me, knifing only does that. It's caused plenty of rage in its time, and I think it caused a fair amount this time. And for me, playing a game like Dark Souls can be, no matter how good I am at the game, can be exceedingly frustrating. Now, again, my playtime in the game is so severely limited that I haven't gotten to the point where I actually want to start challenging myself. The miracle build that I'm currently doing is as challenging a run as I have attempted. Right now, on the slide, I'm also making some PvP builds and trying PvP for the first time, and I'm getting my ass handed to me. And again, playing a game like Dark Souls, when I don't know it back and forth, like a lot of the really experienced players do, it gets frustrating at times. And Call of Duty, of course, gets frustrating at times. And Titanfall will probably get frustrating at times, because when it comes down to it, whenever you're playing these games, and I'm really rehashing old topics here, but you start to have expectations of yourself. And when you have expectations of yourself, not meeting them is incredibly, incredibly frustrating. And so something like a troll setup, or a giggles setup, or something that you should never really be able to succeed with, works. And every single kill, every success you have makes you giggle just a little bit inside. There's not much better in the way of catharsis. And I was screaming my head off when I was playing this game. And afterwards, I was so happy that I had gotten this gameplay. So happy that I had essentially beaten my entire team and the entire enemy team so completely with a knife. Now, say what you want about this setup. Say what you want about any of the challenge setups that people use. But I think that there's something to be said for having fun playing a video game. And I guess that's what I've been leading up to, is that a lot of people these days, especially in the competitive scene, don't have fun with the game they've chosen. They play it so much against people of their own skill level, which is very high, I might add, that it becomes a job. It becomes one of the most frustrating and tedious activities there is. Now, of course, there are those people who can play 2,000 hours of a game that everyone else thinks is complete shit, and they'll enjoy it. They'll really enjoy it. Truly. But then there are those people who play it because it's the only way to earn their daily bread. And I think a lot of people in the competitive scene, not just Call of Duty, but a lot of competitive players, I think they feel shackled by the game that they've chosen to play. Which is why I post different games regardless of the views. Now, of course, I'm playing a Call of Duty game with a channel that's built partially off of Call of Duty, so call me a view whore if you must. But at the same time, I don't post just Call of Duty. I don't post just Battlefield. I post Dark Souls. I've posted Spec Ops: The Line. I've posted Splinter Cell. I mean, I haven't posted Pokemon yet, but that's just because I don't have a good way to record, and I'm not nearly good enough at Pokemon to post it. But like I say, as soon as gaming becomes a job, it ceases to be the entire point of its existence. Now, again, you can say that, oh, well, it doesn't have to become a job. If you love what you do, it will never be a job. Well, that's true, but usually that applies to people doing actual work. I would not call playing video games work. I would call it enjoyment. Video games, for me, should always be about, that word again, catharsis. It should be about letting yourself just giggle a little bit, and no matter how angry you make someone, or how absolutely angry you get yourself, it should always be about that moment when you're just happy to be playing the game. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Share your opinions on the whole catharsis, Titanfall, frustration thing down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.